The soft morning light filters through the window, illuminating a familiar domestic scene. A man, his mind still half asleep, brushes his teeth in front of the mirror. His movements are routine, almost mechanical. But in the corner of his peripheral vision, a persistent shadow, a pair of brown eyes, fixed, follows every movement, every turn of the head. Later, in the kitchen, the aroma of fresh coffee and toast fills the air. As he prepares breakfast, the same pair of eyes watches him from the doorway, a silent, almost spectral presence. The cut is constant, repetitive. The owner in his mundane routine, and the dog, an unmoving guardian, and tireless observer. This scene repeats in countless homes around the world, a daily ballet of proximity and vigilance. But behind this seemingly innocuous image lies a profound, almost philosophical question. Why would a creature with sharp hunting instincts, with a direct lineage of wild wolves running through its veins, choose to spend 24 hours a day monitoring your every move? Is it a stalking born of love, an unconditional devotion that transcends human understanding, or is it something more primal, a survival strategy forged in millennia of coevolution? The atmosphere is subtly mysterious, inviting the viewer to delve into the depths of the canine psyche, where loyalty and instinct intertwine in an invisible bond. This ubiquitous behavior, often taken for granted, is in fact a complex tapestry woven from ancient instincts, biological imperatives, and the unique history shared between two species. It speaks to a profound connection, one that has shaped both human and canine existence. We are not merely pet owners, and they are not merely pets. We are participants in an ongoing, unspoken dialogue, a dance of mutual reliance and affection. The dog's constant presence is a testament to this bond, a living, breathing reminder of a partnership that began in the distant past and continues to evolve. Consider the sheer dedication. From the moment you stir in the morning until the last light is extinguished at night, your dog is often there, a shadow, a companion, a silent witness to your day. This isn't just about food or shelter. It's about something deeper, something embedded in their very being. It's about the fundamental need for connection, for belonging, for purpose. And for a dog, that purpose is often inextricably linked to you. Their world revolves around your orbit, and their constant proximity is a physical manifestation of this gravitational pull. The question isn't just why they follow, but what that following truly means. What messages are they sending with their unwavering gaze, their quiet footsteps, their persistent presence? Is it a plea for attention, a demand for interaction, or something far more intricate? Could it be a form of communication, a way of expressing their role in your shared existence? This journey into the canine mind will explore these questions, peeling back the layers of domesticity to reveal the wild heart that still beats within, a heart that chose to bind itself to ours. To truly grasp the canine obsession with following us, we must first journey back in time to the frosty forests and icy tundras where their ancestors, the wolves, reigned supreme. The wolf is, par excellence, a social animal. Its survival hinges on the pack, a cohesive unit where each member has a role, and the safety of one is the safety of all. For a wolf, isolation is synonymous with danger, with vulnerability, with death. It is a concept etched deeply into their DNA, an unquestionable truth. Millennia of domestication, a process that began roughly 30,000 years ago, did not erase this fundamental programming. On the contrary, it reshaped it. What was once the wolf pack, with its complex hierarchy and unbreakable bonds, transformed. The domestic dog, Canis familiaris, came to view us not as owners in the human sense of the word, but as reference figures, leaders of their new pack, the pack of two or more depending on the number of humans in the household. We are the source of their security, their food, their shelter. We are, in essence, their world. This process of imprinting is fascinating. Artificial selection, driven by our hunter-gatherer ancestors, favored the wolves that were more docile, those that displayed less fear and more curiosity towards humans. Over generations, this proximity deepened, altering the very brain structure of the dog. They developed a unique capacity to read our emotions, to interpret our gestures, to anticipate our intentions. And fundamentally, they learned that proximity to humans meant survival and well-being. The canine's curiosity, then, is not merely an adorable trait. It is a remnant of a primal instinct. If you move, the pack moves. To stop means to be vulnerable, means the unit is broken, that safety might be compromised. The dog, in its essence, is constantly calculating the probability of risk and reward, and proximity to you is always the safest and most rewarding option. They are not just following, they are keeping the pack together, ensuring the continuity of your existence, and by extension, their own. This deep-seated need for pack cohesion is a powerful driver. Imagine the ancestral wolf, constantly aware of its pack mates, their movements, their positions. This vigilance was crucial for hunting, for defense, for raising young. When a wolf strayed too far, it risked becoming prey itself, or missing out on a vital resource. This ancient imperative, though softened by domestication, still resonates within our dogs. They see us as their pack, and their instinct is to maintain that tight-knit unit. Our movements dictate the pack's movements, and they are simply fulfilling their ancient role. The domestication process wasn't just about physical changes like floppy ears or curl tails. It was a profound rewiring of their social cognition. Dogs developed a unique ability to form interspecies bonds, something rarely seen in the animal kingdom. They became masters of human-dog communication, capable of understanding our subtle cues, our vocalizations, our body language. This remarkable adaptability allowed them to thrive alongside us, becoming indispensable partners in hunting, herding, and guarding. And central to this partnership was proximity. The closer they were, the more effective they could be, and the safer they felt. This historical journey highlights that the dog's desire to follow is not a learned trick, but a deeply ingrained behavioral pattern. It's a testament to the success of the human-dog partnership, a bond forged in the crucible of survival. They're not just following you around the house. They're enacting a ritual as old as time, a silent affirmation of their place within your pack and your place as their leader. It's a continuous act of belonging, a constant reaffirmation of their commitment to the shared journey. Canine devotion, while rooted in ancestral instincts, is also fueled by a complex biochemical orchestra that unfolds with every interaction. The fixed gaze of your dog, which many interpret as a plea for attention or a sign of hunger, is in fact a gateway to one of the most powerful chemical substances of love, oxytocin, known as the love hormone or cuddle hormone. Oxytocin plays a crucial role in the formation of social bonds in mammals, from mother-infant attachment to romantic relationships. Groundbreaking scientific studies have demonstrated that prolonged eye contact between humans and dogs triggers a significant release of oxytocin in both. It's a self-reinforcing biological feedback loop. You look at your dog, they look at you, and both are flooded with a sense of well-being and connection. This release of oxytocin strengthens the bond, making each interaction more rewarding and reinforcing the desire for proximity. The dog learns, at a neurological level, that being close to you and interacting visually is a source of pleasure and security. Beyond oxytocin, the act of following is a constant calculation of positive reinforcement. The dog learns through countless repetitions that by following you, good things happen. You might go to the kitchen and they get a treat. You might go to the door and they get a walk. You might sit on the couch and they get affection. Each of these positive experiences reinforces the idea that proximity to you is the key to obtaining rewards. It's a constant probability calculation where the chance of something good happening is maximized when they are by your side. But the dog doesn't rely solely on sight to monitor your presence. Their nose, a marvel of evolution, is an unparalleled tracking tool. Even when you are in another room, seemingly out of sight and reach, they are following the particle trail you leave behind. Every movement, every step, every touch on a surface releases an invisible cloud of skin cells, oils, sweat, and bacteria. Your unique scent. The dog is capable of detecting and interpreting these particles, creating a detailed olfactory map of your location and even your emotional state. They know where you've been, where you've gone, and often what you're about to do, all through the power of their sense of smell. It's a form of surveillance that transcends vision, an invisible connection that keeps them perpetually linked to you. This olfactory prowess is truly astonishing. A dog's nose contains up to 300 million olfactory receptors, compared to about 6 million in humans. This allows them to detect scents at concentrations far beyond our capabilities. They can literally smell fear, happiness, and even certain diseases due to the subtle chemical changes in our bodies. When you move through a room, you leave behind a wake of your unique scent signature. For your dog, this is like a breadcrumb trail, guiding them, informing them, and reassuring them of your presence. It's a constant stream of information that reinforces their understanding of your location and activities. Consider the implications of this. Even when you think you're alone, your dog is processing a rich tapestry of your scent. They know if you've just touched a particular object, if you've been outside, or if you're feeling stressed. This constant flow of information allows them to maintain a mental map of your whereabouts, even when they can't see you. It's a sophisticated form of tracking that speaks to their deep evolutionary history as hunters and scavengers, constantly attuned to the environment and the presence of others. The combination of visual cues, the oxytocin feedback loop, and their extraordinary sense of smell creates an almost irresistible pull towards you. It's a multi-sensory experience that reinforces their bond and their desire for proximity. They're not just following you out of habit. They are following you because every fiber of their being, from their ancient instincts to their modern neurochemistry, tells them that you're the most important entity in their world. This intricate dance of senses and emotions solidifies the invisible leash that binds you together. Not every dog that follows its owner is the same. There's a crucial difference between what we affectionately call a Velcro dog and a dog suffering from separation anxiety. The Velcro dog is one that, by personality or genetic predisposition, simply loves to be near you. Some breeds are genetically programmed for close proximity work, developed over centuries to be constant companions and active collaborators. Herding dogs, like the Border Collie or the German Shepherd, were bred to work side by side with their humans, controlling livestock. Labradors and Golden Retrievers, in turn, were developed as retrieving gun dogs, requiring constant communication and proximity with their owners. For these dogs, proximity is part of their identity, an intrinsic characteristic that defines them. They follow out of affection, out of an innate desire for participation and companionship. This inherent drive for closeness in certain breeds is a testament to the power of selective breeding. Humans intentionally fostered traits that made dogs more attentive, more responsive, and more inclined to stay near. These dogs often thrive on interaction and physical touch, finding comfort and security in their owner's presence. Their following behavior is often accompanied by relaxed body language, a soft gaze, a gently wagging tail, and an overall calm demeanor. They might lie at your feet, lean against your leg, or simply settle in the same room, content just to be in your orbit. This is a healthy, well-adjusted expression of their bond, a natural extension of their breed's purpose and their individual personality. They are secure in your presence, and their following is a choice born of contentment, not compulsion. However, there is a darker side to this constant proximity, a scenario where the following behavior becomes a symptom of distress. Separation anxiety is a serious behavioral disorder where the dog experiences extreme fear and distress when separated from its guardian or other family members. Unlike the Velcro dog, who relaxes when you're nearby, the dog with separation anxiety may show warning signs even when you are home, but out of their sight. The warning signs are clear and should be observed carefully. Excessive panting, even in cool environments, can indicate stress. Destructive behavior, especially targeting doors, windows, or items that carry your scent, is a strong indicator of distress. The inability to relax, to lie down, and sleep soundly if you're not in their field of vision is another sign. Incessant barking or howling when you move away, even for a short period, also points to a problem. It is crucial to differentiate healthy attachment from pathological dependence. A dog suffering from separation anxiety is not simply being clingy. They are experiencing genuine panic. Their following behavior is an attempt to prevent the feared separation, to maintain contact at all costs. This is not a choice. It is a desperate coping mechanism. They may pace, whine, drool excessively, or even try to block your path. When left alone, they might engage in house soiling, self-mutilation, or escape attempts, often causing significant damage to themselves or your home. Understanding the difference is vital for providing the right support. A Velcro dog benefits from companionship. A dog with separation anxiety needs professional intervention, often involving behavioral modification techniques and sometimes medication, to alleviate their profound distress. And why do they follow us into the bathroom? This is one of the most intriguing and often humorous questions dog owners ask. The most accepted theory, and one that resonates with the protective nature of the dog, is that of vulnerability. For a dog, the bathroom is a place where you are in a state of low guard, potentially defenseless. They believe they are protecting you in a moment of weakness, maintaining vigilance over the pack leader. It is an act of loyalty and protection, a reminder that even in the most intimate moments, they are there to ensure your safety. This theory aligns perfectly with their ancestral role as guardians. In the wild, a pack member in a vulnerable state, such as sleeping or eating, would be protected by others. Your dog, seeing you in a confined space, perhaps with the door closed, might perceive this as a moment when you are particularly susceptible. Their instinct kicks in, compelling them to stand guard, to be present, to ensure no harm comes to you. It's a profound expression of their protective instinct, a silent vow to keep you safe even from unseen threats. They are not judging your bathroom habits. They're simply fulfilling their ancient duty to protect their most cherished pack member. Now that we have uncovered some of the science and instinct behind the following behavior, it is time to invite the viewer to become an active observer, to conduct small practical experiments in their own home. The key is careful observation, paying attention to the details that reveal the complexity of canine communication. The first test is the false path. Get up from the sofa or chair without an apparent reason. Do not pick up keys. Do not head towards the door. Do not make any sound that indicates a specific action. Just get up and start walking in a random direction. Observe your dog's reaction. Do they immediately get up? Do they follow you closely, tail wagging in anticipation? Or do they just lift their head, watch you for a moment, and go back to sleep? The speed and intensity of their reaction can tell you a lot about their level of attachment and their anticipation of events. A dog that springs to its feet and follows your every subtle movement is highly attuned to your presence. This indicates a strong desire to be involved in whatever you are doing or simply to maintain proximity. If they show signs of excitement, like a wagging tail or a playful nudge, it suggests they associate your movement with potential positive outcomes. Conversely, a dog that barely stirs might be more independent or simply more relaxed in your presence, confident that you will return or that their presence isn't immediately required. This simple experiment provides a baseline for understanding their responsiveness to your movements. Next, the yawn test. Yawning is a contagious behavior among humans, a sign of empathy and social connection. But did you know the same can happen between humans and dogs? Yawn exaggeratedly and observe your dog. Do they yawn in response? Studies suggest that contagious yawning in dogs is a sign of canine empathy and emotional contagion, indicating a strong bond with the human. If they yawn, it is a sign that they are attuned to your emotions and physiological states. This phenomenon of contagious yawning is a powerful indicator of social bonding. It suggests that your dog is not just observing you, but is emotionally mirroring you, a hallmark of deep connection. It's a subtle, unconscious act that speaks volumes about their capacity for empathy and their integration into your emotional landscape. If your dog responds with a yawn, it's a beautiful testament to the profound emotional link you share, a silent acknowledgement of your shared experience. Your dog's body language is an open book if you know how to read it. As they follow you around the house, pay attention to the position of their tail. A relaxed tail, wagging gently, indicates contentment and a desire for interaction. An erect, stiff tail can indicate alertness or excitement. A tail tucked between the legs, on the other hand, could be a sign of fear or submission. Ears are also important indicators. Relaxed ears, in their natural position, indicate a state of calm. Ears pulled back can indicate submission or anxiety, while ears forward and tense can signal attention or excitement. Observe also how they position themselves in relation to you. Do they maintain a respectful distance, or are they constantly brushing against your legs? Do they try to make constant physical contact, like resting their head on your lap or their paw on your foot? Each of these small gestures is a form of communication, a window into your dog's emotional state and their level of connection with you. By becoming a more attentive observer, you will not only understand your dog better, but you will also strengthen the bond between you. The way they carry their body, the tension in their muscles, the direction of their gaze, all these elements contribute to a rich, nonverbal dialogue. A dog that consistently positions itself between you and a perceived threat, or one that constantly seeks physical contact, is expressing a deep sense of protectiveness and affection. Conversely, a dog that maintains a slight distance, but still keeps you in sight, might be showing a more independent, yet still devoted, form of companionship. Learning to interpret these subtle cues allows you to respond more appropriately to their needs and deepen your mutual understanding. It transforms the act of following from a simple behavior into a complex conversation, revealing the intricate layers of their inner world.